Hello, I'm Suzanne Marks. I'm Information Manager of the project BalticMuseums Love IT. And here we want to share our experience with the game that we used for our kickoff meeting. I'll shortly go to the context of our project, tell a bit about the situation that we faced and the challenge, and then the solution that we used and what we did. So this is part of the project BalticMuseums Love IT, lasting from 2017 to 2020, and it unites touristic attractions, museums, IT specialists and universities in the South Baltic region and is co-financed by the South Baltic Program and Interreg program. So what was the situation and the challenge? We had a team of partners that had cooperated for a long time and joined by new team members that were really new to the group. And our aim was to build trust amongst all of these partners, to build common ground, and to get to know all people all involved in the project a bit better, and also understand personal expectations of everyone. And we wanted to know about the team's expertise to build a knowledge tech cloud. So what we did was that we used a game, and we had a lot in the beginning, so that each person participating had to draw a number and find his pair person with the same number. And they were asked to, if they knew each other very well already, they had to find someone to change with. And this took like about 10 minutes, and so everyone has found a partner, and the game was introduced being an interview game. One partner was a journalist and was trying to figure out as much as he or she could about the interview partner. And this was added by a sheet of questions. And at the end, they had to swap, of course, so the other partner was interviewing the first one, and in the end they had to ask the moderator to take a picture of the two of them. This took about 20 minutes of time, and then all of us gathered again, and we went round and each presented his interviewee partner with a statement of a few minutes. So about 2 minutes per person were allowed, and just the main points were presented, like knowledge tags, languages spoken, and so on. And then the moderator visualized one of the selected topics on a flip chart during the presentations, and the notes were gathered finally. So let's have a look at the questionnaire that we used. This was the first page, stating some information about the person, and then some words that would describe the areas of expertise, the knowledge areas, maximum 10, what everyone knows and has experiences. Then a question that is very much related to our project that will conduct hackathons, so what to understand people's imagination and knowledge about hackathon at the beginning of the project. And this was also the question that was visualized on a flip chart by the moderator. Then we were asking which languages everyone speaks, so very interesting outcomes, and more than we expected. And the next question was what each person would like to learn and experience in the project. And then comes the most interesting question, was to share something that hardly anybody in the group knows yet. It was, of course, easier for new people in the team, but here this was really some interesting facts that build common ground and facilitates how people can start talking to each other, it really builds trust to reveal something here. Then we were asking for the birthday, And this was later on used, like the month of the birthdays, to select the couples to present for the go-round technique in the end. So we had an order here of the presenters. And then just some question how to best reach the person, which also might differ. And then in the end, they had to ask the facilitator, the moderator, to take a picture. So this was the visualization that we did during the presentations of all the interview partners and the journalists. And this was built towards a picture, and this will be used throughout the project, and especially towards the end, to see if these imaginations and expectations are still true. What we did is for the next day, we prepared a Wordle, both of all the knowledge tags that were mentioned, knowledge and experience, and also language tags. And this is kind of the team brain if we put all the knowledge together. And also we prepared for the next day an overview of all pictures of the interview partners, which is to be seen here as well. And what we intend to do is to save the interview notes till the end of the project, to also see if the personal learning and expectations were met that people raised really in the beginning. And one advice that we would like to give is that if this game requires quite good English communication skills or any common language for the group, and it needs a facilitator to take care if someone doesn't feel comfortable in the show, so someone else can present the findings. So this was it about our experience with the Kickoff game, which was very well received by all participants and which we would definitely recommend further. Thank you, and check out our website for further information.